How's it going, everyone? It's John again. Today I'm going to do a video on how to automate your network automation. Now that might kind of sound a little bit tautologist. It might even sound like clickbait, but it's actually not. It's actually pretty helpful. Now what I mean is automating your automation. Now think about it. When you deploy an automated script via Ansible, via Python, the actual script itself is of course automated. That's by virtue of it being automation, but the fact that you had to sit down at your computer at a certain time and specify what command or what script to deploy, that part was very much manual on your part. So what I'm going to do is discuss a little bit how to get around that by using bash scripts, and then the better way to do it, which is via cron, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you how to actually get cron onto your GNS3 in case you want to practice this. So the first thing I'll say is that bash scripts, if you don't know anything about them, it might sound intimidating. I'll show you that they're actually very, very, very simple. There's nothing to them. It might seem a bit odd at first, but there really is. It's a simple process. After that, what I will say is why would you want to do this for a start? Now, take a use case. Let's say you wanted to do, you had a script which would, say you had Ansible performing network backups. I've got a video on that if you want to see one prior. Let's say you wanted to deploy that out of production hours, 3 a.m. on whatever, every day, whatever, at 3 a.m. Now, are you really going to leave the office at say 5 p.m, 6 p.m, go home, and then in the middle of the night, get up, drive into work at 3 a.m. to deploy this automated script to make all these backups of the network? I can't imagine you would. Same if, let's say you didn't have it out of hours. Let's say that it was simply deploying a change during production hours, but you're very busy, you forget, and because you've forgotten, you've maybe missed a critical update, a critical backup rather, which you should have done. Now, if you had these automated scripts to deploy on an automated schedule, this would happen without you having to think about it. It would just happen like clockwork on the specified day or time, or day of the week, particular month, whatever you specify. That automated script will automatically be deployed and all your changes will happen as you have planned. Now, like I said, the way I'm going to do this first is the kind of crude way, which is via a simple bash script. That's not the way you want to do it though, but actual bash scripting will come in handy here, which I'll show you. So let's just start and do it. A basic topology. The topology here is kind of secondary. It doesn't really matter what we've got here. What I've got is a little Ansible script, which is just going to change the banners on each of the devices. Nothing simple, and it's nothing which you would want to repeat, obviously. I'm just doing that for the example. So, first things first, let's just check we've got basic connectivity. I've ping A1. Okay, so these are the basic setups I've got for Ansible. LS. So I've got my Ansible configuration, I'll just cat that banner YAML. This is going to be the playbook I'll deploy. It's just going to simply change, this is blah 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 network. So they'll all have that as the banner. Now, bash scripts. So when you type in, when you're on Linux, you type in ls. Oh, that's just a simple command. Bash scripts can just be configured to do just exactly that. So let's just demystify this. Let's just do echo, and we'll just say this is John. When I push enter, it's going to display it in the screen as standard output. There we go. This is John. Now, how would you write a script to do that? So let's just do that now. We'll do nano, and we'll just do bash 1, we'll call it. Now, the way to start a bash script is you need to call the actual born again shell bash. The way to do that is do shebang bin bash. So what is that? What is shebang bin bash? Shebang is hash bang, so it's bang / bin bash. Shebang bin bash. That's it. That's basically telling it to use bash rather than Python or whatever. Now, let's just type in, imagine this is now you on your terminal. If you wanted to type LSL, that would be it. So bash would type that for you when you execute this this script. That's as difficult as a script needs to be. Let's just do another one. We'll do echo hey YouTube. Okay. Now if I push Control O, watch the colours change. See that? It knows it's calling bash. Now here's the thing though, right? If I do LSL, on the left hand side we see the actual permissions. I'm not going to get too in depth on that, you can read about that, but you can see we've got RWRR, that's for the user group and the others. That means we've got read write, the groups get read, O for is get read as well. So if we try to execute this, and the way you execute something in Linux, now the way you would execute it in Windows, for example, if you had a wee icon and you double clicked it, the way to double click in Linux is /. So you / it, so /bash1. However, we've got a problem here. When I hit enter, we're going to be denied. See that? Because we don't have executable permissions. Now again, not going to get too in depth about this, but the way to change permissions is use chmod, and there is octal notation. You got 4, 2, and 1. 4 is read, 2 is write, and 1 is execute. So I'm going to change the permissions to 755, which will give everyone executables. Bash 1. So if I do LSL now, we see that the actual permissions have all got the X's there. Every group can execute this, and you see the actual colours changed. So if I now double click it by doing my / /bash1, it's executed the script. Hey YouTube. So let's just take that one little step further. Let's say we wanted to have the script do something repetitive. So let's just we'll remove bash1, and we'll do bash2. Bash2. Oh, okay, same again. Shebang bin bash. Now what we want to do is have a loop. Now I've shown you this wee simple script here. It's saying while true, do and perform this. So echo hello, and sleep is how many seconds you want to pause before it iterates again. Now while true, without any other conditions, it's just going to forever stay true. So effectively what this script is an infinite loop until you manually intervene. So if I do while true, do, and I push my tab, and I do echo, and let's just say, hey YouTube, repeat, just to say it says repeating. Okay, so it's going to pop up on the screen, hey YouTube, repeating. And what we want to do is tab in, sleep for, let's say, every 3 seconds. So we'll sleep, pause for 3 seconds, and then the script will iterate again. We'll do done, Control O, the colours will change, and we'll X out. Oh, did I save that there? I think I might not have. Oh, I did, that's okay. Now again, same problem, LSL, bash2 only has read write and read read. So let's change that by using chmod 755 bash2, and LSL, we now have executables, and the colour has changed. So let's just get that out the road. So let's double click it by doing our / and hey YouTube repeating, 3 seconds, and then it's going to just keep doing this indefinitely. Okay, and if you want to change that, you could just nano bash2 and just change the text to say IPvZero. The colour's not so good because it's all yellow, but I've just written IPvZero there. X out, and I do the same script again. Just going to say IPvZero and just repeat that. Okay, now that's just echoing something on the screen because it's just simple to do. Now, what if we wanted to actually execute this command? Ansible playbook in the banner. That's the command I would manually type in. Ansible playbook banner.yaml. So let's say I write a script to do that. So we'll remove bash2 and we'll do nano bash3. Okay. Now, same again. Shebang bin bash while true do tab in, and we'll just type in Ansible playbook, and we'll do banner.yaml, and we'll sleep for, let's say, 15 seconds, give it some time to actually execute, and then it'll repeat every 15 seconds. We'll do done, we'll Control O, the colours will change, we'll X out, LSL, don't have executables, 755, and we'll bash3 that. And now if we clear the screen and we / it, and we do bash3, it's going to deploy the script, and then 15 seconds later, it will just continually do it, and then just keep doing it. So that's going to do the changes. And this will just continually iterate around every 15 seconds. So that's it, made the changes, script is finished, give it a few more seconds, and it will just automatically just continue through the process again. Any second now. There we go. Now it's just going to do it. So this will just continually keep looping every 15 seconds and keep pumping out the changes. Now obviously this is a bit kind of crude. Let's say you wanted to do a change on just rather than every 15 seconds or every hour or every day. Let's say you want to do, listen, on the 22nd of every month, I want to make this change, this script deploy on the 22nd at 3 AM. Obviously, this little method has some severe limitations. Now, the way to get around that is to use something called CRON. CRON allows you to actually do that scheduling, which I'm talking about. So what I'll do is I'll push Control Z and just interrupt this, okay? So, with CRON, what we need to do is, in fact, before I do that, I'm going to actually write the script which CRON is going to call. So we'll remove bash 3, and we'll do nano, and we'll call it, what does it call it? Bash Ansible. What we call it that actually? We'll do nano bash Ansible. Okay, so again, shebang, bin, bash. And this time we don't need to do the while loop, because the while loop was actually used in bash to synchronize the timing, you know, do this indefinitely, then pause for 15 seconds or 3 seconds. In this case, we're going to use CRON to do the schedule, and we just need the command. So let's just do Ansible playbook, and it's banner.yaml, and save that, and we'll exit out. Now let's just quickly change the actual the playbook so it says something different, so we actually know the changes happened, because it's just going to continually keep putting out this is blah 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 network, which is obviously, it's already on now because I've deployed the script a few times. So this is I'll just type in stdd blah, 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 whatever, save that. Okay, now so we now have the script, we now have the playbook which says that. We now have the script which is going to type the command Ansible playbook banner. Now we need to use CRON to schedule when we want to get this command to work. So before we do that, remember, what have I forgotten? LSL. If we did / bash Ansible, would it work? No, it wouldn't, because we don't have executables. Permission denied. So before we do anything, 755 will bash Ansible. Okay, now we can actually / bash Ansible, so that's good. So let's go into CRON. So we do CRON tab for CRON tables, and we edit it by using the tag E. Now, here's the basic format. This might look a little bit odd at first, but it's actually very simple. The example they've gave here, if you want to deploy a script at 5 AM every week, what you do is, the format is minutes. Okay, so you get the minutes here, then the hour, then the day of the month, then the month, then the day of the week, and then just specify the command you want. So if I wanted to do, if I wanted to deploy the script at, say, 9:15, I would just do 15 for the minute, 9 for the hour, day of the month. If it's the 21st, if it's the 19th, the 5th, I don't care. The way I say I don't care is I use a star. That's a wildcard saying forget about that. So we don't care about that. What month are we going to do it in? January, February? We don't care. Every month, so we'll star that again. So it's the 9:15 on any day of the month, on any month. But let's just say we want to do it just on Fridays. So 9:15 on Fridays. Now the way that works is, let me just show you that. CRON has this little setup where these are the days and the numbers which correspond. So if you want to do it on a Monday, you type a 1. If you want to do it on a Wednesday, you type a 3. Sunday is actually 0 or 7. So let's say we want to do it on Friday, so we would do it a 5 there. So in this case, we would type in here, and our command is /bash ansible. So we've basically instructed cron at the 15th minute of the 9th hour on any day of the month, on any month, on the 5th day of the week, which is Friday, do this, /ansible for me, and it's going to do that. Now, obviously, because of the nature of this video, I can't wait every week with this video running for a week to show you that it deploys on time. You have to take my word on that. But what I will do is do a simplified one, or rather a truncated one, which is shorter, and just deploy it on a minute-by-minute basis. So let's see, I can see I'm on the 24th minute, so let's just try the 26th minute. And we'll do 26 on any hour, so every hour, this would work, on any day of the month, on any month, on any day of the week. So just the 26th minute of every hour, effectively then. This is just the 26th minute, every hour repeating. And we're going to just deploy bash ansible for me. Okay. So if we do Control O and Control X, clear that. And we do service cron start. Let's just have a look at the dates. We're at the 25th minute just now. Let's just do cron tab and we'll list what we've got. We're looking for the 26th minute. So we're at 12 seconds. So we've got another what? But 40-ish, 45-ish seconds before this actually deploys. So what I will do just now is I'll quickly just go into, and you'll see this has got the blah blah blah. So I'll show banner MOTD. It's got the blah 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 network on this. Same for every one. The new one's got the SDBB, whatever I mashed the keyboard to be. So if I do date, get another 18 seconds, and then cron should deploy it. What you will know though is that cron will not actually display it on the screen. It happens purely in the background, so it's not going to pop up. So you could be working away, and cron's not just going to just overwrite what you're typing and just have this pop up in your terminal. You won't know till you actually check it. Okay, so cron should actually now be doing it because it's the 26th minute, and there were 6 seconds past. Okay, you actually see that it's configured console. So if we go into any of these devices, let's just grab this one, console. Okay. And enable do show banner MOTD, and now it's deployed it. So cron has just done that in the background, deployed that script. So you could do that for backups, whatever. And like I'll just show you the other ones just to show you. In fact, I'll show you the change on that one. We're on core 2. It was blah 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 network. Let's just run the same command. It's now changed it to that. So cron has actually worked, even though it didn't pop up on the terminal screen. You wouldn't know it from looking at this, but cron has done it. And like I say, the way you do it is cron tab E. It is based on 26 minutes. If I wanted to redeploy this again, we're on the 27th minute. If I want to do it again, I just do the 28, and it would be the 28th minute of every hour, of every day of the month, of every month, on every day of the week. It would do this command of bash ansible. So that would be that. So that's pretty much the end of the video on how to deploy cron. But what I want to show you is just how to quickly get it onto your GNS3 if you want to do it. So the way I've got it is if you've got the network automation, and what you need to do is network automation, and if we go on to here, grab your NAT cloud because you want to be able to access the internet. GNS3. Okay. Now if you go into edit config, now down here, this is the basic startup configurations. Just take this comment out, take the hash out. Same in the bottom one. So now it's going to get a DHCP address from your actual router in the house. Save that. Connect ETH to NAT. And if we start that up, And let's just console to this one. Okay, so if we do an ifconfig, it's got an IP address now. It's obtained it from the discover message. So if I pinged Google's DNS server, I've actually got access to the internet. And now what I would want to type in to get cron, you want to type in apt-get update plus apt-get upgrade, and then apt-get install cron. So I'm not going to do the whole process just now because it takes a long time to actually do the upgrade in that. It might take a couple of minutes. I'll just add on time to the video, which I don't need to do. So just pop in these commands and you will have access to cron. So for example here, we'll now get access to the internet so it can do its updates. So it'll go through, do all that. When it comes to say, do you want to add an additional space, just click Y for yes. And then once that completes that command, do the same thing, apt-get install cron, and you will have cron and you'll be able to do these automated changes for your network automation. Okie doke. So this is the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.